Hello, everybody. Welcome to a sort of late Sunday fun day because technically we saw this movie 2 days ago. Yeah, and we're actually filming this on Sunday, but we are here to talk about the Lego Ninjago movie. Yeah, the newest in the Lego movies. I really hope they're not going to start putting out two of these every year because, like, okay, I do like the Lego universe. I would like it in small doses. Like one a year would be fine for me. What about you? Like, you want to space them out a bit more?
Yeah, it's like so much to keep track of.
Yeah. But, to, real quickly, to give y'all a quick little behind the scenes about some of the stuff that's going on, like I already said in the Shin Godzilla review, that will be up before this, because that's how Charlie edits. But,
That's how Charlie rolls.
yeah, exactly. Roll like roll down a hill. Like a rolling down a hill. There we go. Words are not my friends right now, nor are they ever my friends. And so,
Start telling one of my friends last night.
no. Somebody enjoyed her birthday. I will just put it to you that way.
Well, it was supposed to be a girls' night to celebrate my birthday. My birthday was last Tuesday. Just...
Somebody just enjoyed her birthday. We'll just leave it at that. And there might be a little side video I might release as a special thing later on, just to fuck with her. Because I love her.
As always, kids, everything in moderation is all I gotta say.
But, the Kingsman review. There will be a Kingsman 2 review or Kingsman Golden Circle. Will probably be Monday. I'll actually be able to go see it. Everything's just kind of a little up in the air, but I had to put a few things in place. But there should be a Kingsman review tomorrow. Hopefully, at the latest, it will be up by Tuesday. So, in the meantime, let's talk about Lego Ninjago. And as always, we're going to let the beautiful woman go first. So, what did you think about what did you have to think about when it comes to Lego Ninjago? Like, how did you feel towards it?
I liked it. It was good. I will say that. But as you were even pointing out the other night, my dog, it's like, yeah, it wasn't as good as Lego Movie or Lego Batman Movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it has moments where it was, like, really funny, but are you kind of like me, feeling like they maybe could have done a little bit more with it?
Yeah, I constantly had that feeling like, alright, considering how imaginative the Lego movie was and how much they truly did with the Lego universe of it all, and also Lego Batman as well. In fact, the more I think about Lego Batman, the more I'm seeing like little bits of it and everything, more I actually kind of falling more and more in love with it. Mostly just because of how, like, I hate to be, just beat the shit out of a dead horse. It's imaginative. It tries a bunch of unique things. It makes it feel very Lego universe-y. This didn't feel that much. There was still some of that, like, if anybody's seen the trailers where Lloyd's arm falls off. And they just kind of pop it back in.
Yeah.
That, was a little bit Lego-y, and also they kind of built this thing, but you never get like this as part of the Lego universe. Like, this just happens to be a movie that has Legos being used as a thing, since Ninjago is what they're called.
Yeah, it just almost felt like Power Rangers Legos. It just...
Yeah, though it had far less involvement of the other characters.
Yeah.
To break down the plot a little bit, I'm not going to really spoil this too much.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you the other characters' names.
Yeah, that's the bad thing. It's like, I want to say, like, one of them's called Sam, and I want to say he was a robot. I want to say Sam was the robot.
I know there was a robot. I just don't remember his name or anybody else's.
I mean, they're funny with what they say, but they are completely lacking in any kind of characteristics except for what you would think of, like, Power Rangers. You have the girl who's trying to be the renegade. You have her brother who's also a bit of a hothead, and literally he has the power of fire.
Yeah, they're really only defined by their powers.
Yeah, powers and their colors that they wear.
Yeah, and there's also the robot who's kind of defined by the fact that he's a robot, talks kind of robotically.
So he has ice powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that just, it makes for a weak character-filled drama, but that's when you realize that the main characters of this are, how do you pronounce his name? Garmadon? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Garmadon, who of course is the snake four-armed dude, which they kind of keep having little in-jokes about him having 4 arms, which is kind of funny. And Master Wufu?
Master Wu.
Master Wu, there we go.
Jackie Chan.
Yeah, Jackie Chan's character. And Lloyd. Lloyd gets he's pretty much the one who gets the most character development, him and Garmadon.
Yeah.
But these 3 are pretty much your main characters. Because of that, this movie feels a little, I think, bereft at times. Because you have all these other characters, but they're just there to make the action sequences.
Yeah, they're set decoration.
Yeah. But I will say, this movie still looks very fantastic. This whole Lego look has always looked really good. It's sort of, to me, like the cel-shaded look. It is a give or take, I don't know how to put it exactly. Either you really love it or you really hate it. This one, I will say, like I've said with the imagination aspect, it doesn't do much with the whole fact that they're Legos. Like, you really don't see them, like, oh, well, we got to build this together, or let's piece this, or like in Lego Batman, where you got to see the Eye of Sauron and every little, like, fire thing was actually Legos. Yeah. Or the Lego movie, that every little bit was Legos. Here, there's very little of that. Though I will say, Meowthread is probably the most adorable thing ever. Mm-hmm. Especially near the end, when John's back. They, get the belly. Get the big killy big. I don't know how to say killy. But,
yeah, whatever that was.
Yeah, sorry. Kitties make me happy. But yeah, Lloyd gets a ton of character development in it. And I will say this much. Dave Franco does a pretty good job as playing Lloyd. He plays it pretty convincingly. You don't sit there and ever question his voice acting. And I will say that much for all the voice acting. Most of it's pretty good. Jackie Chan was notwithstanding, because Jackie Chan sure still can't act. Because you constantly hear his inability to fully grasp the English language. So there's a lot of times you're like, I don't understand what he's saying. And it sounds exactly as robotic as you would think it would. He sounds almost more robotic than the fucking robot, which is kind of weird.
I don't think he did a bad job, but...
It wasn't bad, but it was entirely forgettable, and we could have replaced him with anybody else. Could have replaced him with Jet Li. I know that's a almost like, oh, thing with people, but Jet Li, I think he's more articulate with his English. He's also more imaginative with certain action or stunts that he will do. Jackie Chan still does do some fantastic stunts. Now, obviously, he's 60 years old. He's kind of not, as limber as he used to be. And I will also say the guy who played Garmadon, I don't know if he always understood what he was supposed to be doing. Like, he is funny. I will give him that. They give him some great funny lines, but he can't decide if he's supposed to be overly emotional at times when it's supposed to be emotional. Is he supposed to be as hammy as humanly possible or not? It's a slight problem with the script. Again, like the fact that we have 5 other characters that have almost no
characterization.
Yeah, characterization or anything to them. Instead, the majority is all focused on Lloyd. But that kind of works to detriment, again, of everything. Because it just feels like there's way too much. In short, it would be like a Power Rangers movie that was an origin story in a way, but it focused only on Tommy. That's a problem there. Mm-hmm. It would have been like if the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series started with the Green Ranger saga. But for what it is still, though, you have some great action. You have some fun bits here and there. It still tries to pull at your heartstrings and not just in like the awe factor. Like, oh. It's like, oh, you got a parent. Well, let's talk about it. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, movie, I don't. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what about you? Were there problems that you had with it or anything like that?
Yeah, like I mentioned, like, there was more that I felt they could have done with it. And also, I'm kind of with you that, like, there wasn't really much in the way of characterization for the other characters.
Yeah.
They were just kind of there.
Yeah, it's strange. It's the opposite of this year's Power Rangers movie.
Yeah.
Where all those characters were very fleshed out.
With very little Power Rangering.
Yeah, this movie has a lot of Power Rangering, but very unfleshed out characters, save one.
Yeah.
Which is kind of odd.
All about him and the fact that his dad's evil.
Yeah.
Not really a spoiler, it's in the trailers.
Yeah. Though I will say they did a lot more with it than I was thinking. I was like, okay, well, their movie, you threw a little curveball at me.
Yeah.
And just because it tried something that wasn't exactly new, but still, it was not the direction the story felt like it was going to go. In certain ways. I don't know. It's hard to talk too much about this movie. I understand. It's like, I do still think it looks good. But I will say, if you are not a Lego fan, like I said, any of the looks of the Lego movies, you're probably not going to enjoy this one. It doesn't have the heart of Lego Batman or the Lego movie, which really had a ton of heart. And again, it's kind of lacking in the writing department. But if you are a huge Lego fan or your kids really enjoy it and you don't mind sitting there watching it, you're going to have a decent time. Like, we had kids in our theater, and they seemed to have a fun time. They weren't bored seeming, like when I went to go see Secret Life of Pets. Wow, I've never seen a theater so full of kids that look so doled out. Just like all the.
And thankfully they were
well behaved. They were
they were rather well behaved. Like, thank you.
Yeah, like the old thing is like they laughed at jokes we didn't think were funny, but the thing is like that's probably because this is a joke more kids would laugh at. Yeah.
It was more just like, okay, not that funny, but whatever.
Yeah, they're kids.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, it's like, it wasn't really that big a deal. It wasn't that annoying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anything else that you thought was really positive about the movie that you enjoyed quite a bit?
Did we mention that it's funny?
Yeah, it is actually really funny. There are some jokes that surprised me. I will just say one, that it's just Garbage Screaming Goat. That was hilarious as hell. That was me in the middle of about to take a drink and putting it down very quickly because I was about to like wear it otherwise. Goat.
Now I have some four-letter words with that goat, and they're not going to be goat.
Yeah, there are little jokes throughout it. There's not quite as much inside jokes as there was with Lego Batman movie. Though to be fair, this is building on a Lego only universe.
Yeah.
There's not like if they did a Mobile Suit Gundam Lego movie, which, whoa. If they did that, then I would expect a lot more jokes. This one is less in jokes, but that's the other weird thing. There was no, like, connections really to the Lego universe. I think that's my problem as well with this film.
Yeah, like, they didn't really do a whole lot, like, as far as, like, the building stuff.
Yeah, well, even more than that, like, this tale, just to spoil a little bit, it's the first 5 minutes of the film, is Jackie Chan talking to this kid, literally just, him talking to a kid about Lloyd. Supposedly he knows about this Lego, he calls it Lloyd, and he shows him he can be a ninja, and blah, 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 and story. It's pretty much Jackie Chan telling the story to this kid.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to set well in the Lego universe of everything. Like, Lego Batman felt like, okay, this is Batman's particular, like, Lego area. This is how things work in this universe. As where, like, Lego Movie was them going around through the different universes, such as, like, the Castle Land, or whatever they call it, Emmetsville, or Village and City and all that. Like, they felt like distinct areas. This didn't feel like it was connected to anything, and that's kind of weird. Like, there were no nods, I felt, towards the other Lego movies. Or if they were really, really fucking subtle. To the point where you would have to have somebody who broke it down, so, look, you can see Emmett in this shot. Or you can see, like, Lego Batman doing something in the background in this one. It just... This felt almost unnecessary as a problem. If you are wishing for this to expand the universe more, or anything like that, sorry, it really doesn't.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more standalone-ish.
It feels almost
like a one-off kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Which is fine. I mean, that's perfectly good, but it feels weird that they were really hyping this up as the next step in the Lego universe. Like, this is the next thing, and it's like, really, the Lego Batman probably should have been the one you let off, or been an end-of-year movie. But to be fair, it's, like I said, this is stuck off in September, and not a really good... That's finally getting up to be real good, with it and all that are bullshit. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, like I said, you might enjoy this if you like the Lego movies. If you don't, I'm sorry, you're probably not going to enjoy this at all. Don't think this is the movie that's going to turn you around. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't quite have the punch the other movies does. It's still a good movie, just there's a lot more very obvious flaws. And there's a lot less to love about it. There's still a lot of very funny jokes and everything. There's
like some of the Master Wu fluting.
Yeah.
Some of that probably sailed over the kids' heads.
Yeah, a lot of little nods to songs that are kind of cute.
Yeah, it's like...
So, yeah, if you're curious and you actually kind of enjoyed the movies, go see it. If you haven't enjoyed it and you're wondering if this is going to change you, don't go see it because you're not going to be changed. In fact, you might feel like, okay, this is proof that I'm never going to like these movies.
And watching this movie will not make you a ninja.
Yeah, it won't. So, what would you give this movie as a final tally?
I give it like an 8.
You give it an 8?
An 8.
I was originally kind of leaning towards an 8, though I started thinking of more of the negatives that kind of bothered me a little bit. Yeah. But, I mean, there's still some great positives. Like I said, there's still some really good voice acting, even if it's not always got the most, well, writing behind it. I mean, the writing's not terrible, but you could see where it's like, all right, let's send this rough draft through one more time. Let's get this, a little tightened up here. Especially an hour and 40-minute movie, it felt like it kind of drug at weird parts, which is kind of odd. And it's like, okay, we have all these characters, we're giving no characterization. Can we fit that in this hour and 40 minutes? Please. Power Rangers almost fucking did it. But, yeah, I think I'd feel very good at giving this movie a 7. Like, those who always will try and use, like, well, 7 isn't... No, it's like I said, 5 is the middle of the ground. It's like, it's a whatever movie. You're going to forget it probably in a minute or two. 7, it's a good movie. It just has enough flaws that you're going to be able to see them fairly easily.
Yeah, 5 is meh. 10 is, oh my god, fucking awesome, changed my life.
1 is, changed my life, makes me want to go on a rampage of murder.
Yeah, like 7 or 8 is like kind of like right in between the man, awesome.
Yeah, it's like, it's really good, but it has problems.
Yeah, we both recommend it, as y'all can tell.
Like I said, the only people I wouldn't recommend this to is just people who do not like the Lego movies. Because, duh, but...
Yeah.
More importantly, like the people who are wondering if this is going to change your mind, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's how we feel about Lego Ninjago. Like I said, go see it if you're really curious about it, or if you have some kids that are into Legos, you're not going to be bored. You're going to still get some good jokes. There are not really adult jokes, but they're jokes that are geared towards us older folks that we're going to kind of giggle at.
Yeah, like I said with the fluting.
Mm-hmm. I know. So, that's how we feel, and you will get to see me in all my glory next time, because I'm going to give you all a Kingsman 2 review, but in the meantime, we'll go ahead and say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Holy shit, I just realized I've been wearing a Power Ranger shirt the whole video.